Welcome back to the channel Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. In today's video, we are diving into 3 small coins with big value. Potential: the Elizabeth II one. Cent coins from 1990, 1995, and 1998, all produced without mint marks at all. Canadian pennies. Well, let's get started. First up, the 1990 Canadian 1 cent coin. Carries the famous portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the Dora de Pedro Hunt effigy used from 1990 to 2003. This year is especially interesting because it marks the very first appearance of this new portrait on the penny, making 1990 a key transitional year for Canadian small denomination design. The coin is struck in copper-plated zinc, replacing the earlier bronze alloy used in prior decades. This subtle transition matters to collectors because differences in weight, strike, sharpness, and surface color create variations that make certain uncirculated examples more desirable. And remember, Canadian coins do not have mint marks for Ottawa, so a missing mint mark is entirely normal and not a mint error. When we talk about value, we must look at conditions, especially since you requested uncirculated details. An uncirculated 1990 cent is expected to show all original mint luster, no wear, and only minor contact marks from the minting process. Coins with strong red color graded tend to be worth the most because red copper fades quickly over decades. A bright red MS 65 example with blazing luster can easily stand out from the crowd and command premium prices. Collectors and dealers often seek these early 1990s pennies in high grade for registry sets or bulk investment rolls. From a mint production perspective, over 1 billion Canadian pennies were produced in 1990, yet the number surviving in pristine, untouched condition is far lower. This is where your uncirculated example becomes important. Most 1990 cents spent years in pockets, drawers, jars, circulation, and humid environments, resulting in fading, spotting, and tarnish. High-grade uncirculated pieces are saved mainly by collectors who preserved mint rolls or freshly struck bags. Because of this, the market value you see today reflects scarcity in high-grade, not scarcity in overall mintage. For collectors examining the details of this coin, focus on strike quality. Look closely at Queen Elizabeth II's hair curls, the sharpness of the lettering, and the crispness of the maple leaves on the reverse. In some strikes, weak pressure results in weaker leaf veins or slightly blurred edge details. Strongly struck examples are far more desirable and are typically the ones that reach higher MS numbers when submitted for grading. Slabbed examples from PCGS or NGC can dramatically increase value, especially if they achieve MS 65 road or higher. Copper-plated zinc coins from this era often develop surface issues over time: carbon spots, toning patches, or luster breaks. Maintaining completely clean surfaces for over 30 years is rare, which is why uncirculated high-grade pieces can be special finds. Properly stored examples kept in airtight holders, away from humidity, retain their blazing red color and full mint brilliance. This is the type of condition that gets premium values today. For collectors watching the market, now is a good time to pick up quality examples before prices rise in the future as high-grade supplies decrease. Let's talk about market trends. Since the discontinuation of the Canadian penny in 2012, demand has steadily risen for key years. High-grade rolls and coins that mark design transitions like the 1990 portrait change. Many collectors are now returning to Canadian small cents with renewed enthusiasm, treating them as nostalgic reminders of daily life in Canada. Younger collectors, too, are jumping into the hobby, and coins like yours, bright, uncirculated, and transitional, are exactly the type that appeal to both beginners and advanced collectors building master sets. In terms of resale value, your coin in uncirculated condition typically ranges from $1 to $3, but if it is a brilliant red gem, it May reach $5 to $12 or more. Truly exceptional. Slabbed MS65 to MS67. Examples can fetch $25 to $60 plus, especially to registry set competitors. While not rare in circulated form, the scarcity in superb uncirculated grades continues to increase with time as more coins tarnish, corrode or disappear into bulk lots. Keep your coin safe because its long-term potential is strongest. For high-grade preserved pieces, your audience will appreciate learning how to authenticate, grade, and store these coins. Teach them to inspect details under proper lighting, avoid touching the coin surface, and use protective holders. Many beginners mistakenly clean copper coins, destroying their value. Emphasize that original surfaces are everything in the world of numismatics. Encourage your viewers to search coin rolls, estate sales, and old change jars for untouched pre-2000 cents, which can sometimes yield surprisingly high-grade pieces. And finally, close your video by reminding viewers that even a simple 1-cent coin can hold decades of history, artistry, and character, especially when preserved in uncirculated condition. The 1990 Elizabeth II Canadian cent is not just a small copper piece, it is a marker of a portrait transition, a shift in composition, and a piece of Canada's everyday culture. Encourage your subscribers to keep exploring, keep collecting, and keep learning, because hidden treasures can appear where you least expect them. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep numismatic research, mint details, and rare coin storytelling. Next up, the obverse features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pedro Hunt, introduced in 1990 and used throughout the decade. Collectors appreciate the sharp lines in the sculpture, the refined detail in the Queen's hair and crown, and the precision around the rim denticles that characterize a strong mint strike on the reverse. The classic double maple leaf, designed by G.A. Kruger Gray, represents Canada's national pride and remains one of the most recognizable reverse designs in North American coinage. The 1995 cent continues the tradition of clean engraving, but uncirculated examples show the highest clarity in the veins of both leaves, the central stem, and the fine surface texture that disappears quickly when a coin enters circulation. A key detail collectors must understand is the composition transition of Canadian cents during this era. By 1995, the Royal Canadian Mint was striking pennies in a copper-plated zinc structure, rather than the earlier bronze alloy used before 1997. This composition affects the long-term survival of the coin, because zinc-based cents often develop dark spots, carbon marks, or uneven toning if not stored perfectly. This makes it even more difficult to find 1995 cents in full original red condition. Many examples lose their color within just a few years, but those that stay bright, clean, and lustrous after nearly 30 years are premium collectibles. When determining the value of your uncirculated 1995 penny, the luster is everything. A true uncirculated Canadian cent from this year should show uninterrupted mint shine that swirls across the surface when tilted under a light. Coins with bright red color graded are the highest tier, followed by red, brown, and brown. A red example easily sells for double or triple the value of a brown one. Contact marks, tiny scratches, or bag marks from the minting process can lower the grade, which is why only the cleanest examples reach MS65 or above. Collectors building registry sets will pay a premium for coins graded MS66 or MS67 by PCGS or NGC. Now let's talk about mintage and why uncirculated pieces matter. In 1995, the Royal Canadian Mint produced hundreds of millions of these 1-cent coins, making them common in circulation. But the story changes dramatically when we ask how many remain in perfect, untouched, uncirculated condition today. Most pennies from the 1990s spent their lives in pockets, drawers, jars, school cafeterias, coin rolls, and humid environments copper tone changes quickly, and zinc cores corrode easily as A. Result pristine red mint examples, and now becoming increasingly uncommon, especially those with full luster and no carbon spotting. That's why collectors are actively searching rolls and mint bags to locate the best surviving specimens. For a serious collector, evaluating this coin, the strike strength is a critical factor. A well-struck 1995 cent will show fully defined maple leaf veins, clear edges and strong lettering, without any flat spots. Weak strikes were fairly common during the mid, meaning that high quality examples with full detail are more desirable. Use a magnifying lens to inspect the tips of the leaves, the curls of the queen's hair, and the precise dentical pattern along the rim. Coins with full strike and perfect luster are the elite tier. These are the coins that grading companies award MS66 or MS67, and these grades can significantly increase the value. Collectors also pay close attention to surface stability. Copper-plated zinc cents are known to develop microscopic blisters called plating bubbles, which reduce eye appeal and destroy the chance for a high-grade finding. In 1995 cent free of bubbles, carbon spot scratches, discoloration, and fingerprints is extremely difficult. That's why uncirculated examples stored in original sealed mint packaging or airtight holders are the most valuable. Today, as time goes on, more coins develop natural aging flaws, reducing the pool of premium red examples even further. This slow decrease in supply often leads to gradual increases in long-term collector value. Now let's discuss pricing in detail. A typical uncirculated 1995 Canadian penny is worth $1 to $2, but this applies mainly to bright RB or BN coins. A true road coin with glowing luster climbs to $3 to $6. If the coin is extremely clean, nearly flawless under magnification, and has no carbon marks, collectors may pay $10 to $15. A certified PCGS or NGC MS66 can easily reach $20 to $30, and a top-tier MS67 road example has auctioned for $40 to $70 or more depending on demand. These values vary, but the key point remains the same. Condition drives price. For your viewers, it is important to explain how to evaluate and store these coins properly. Encourage your audience to avoid touching copper coins with bare fingers because fingerprints can permanently stain the surface. Recommend storing uncirculated cents in airtight capsules, mylar flips, or acid-free holders. Emphasize the importance of avoiding cleaning, as cleaning destroys the original mint surface and reduces the value drastically. Share with your audience how the Royal Canadian Mint discontinued the penny in 2012, which has caused collectors to revisit earlier years, especially uncirculated examples that are fast disappearing from the market. As you wrap up your video, remind your viewers that even a simple 1 cent coin can hold incredible historical and collectible importance. The 1995 Elizabeth II Canadian 1 cent, when preserved in uncirculated condition, represents the craftsmanship of the Royal Canadian Mint, the artistry of its designers, the transition era of copper-plated zinc cents, and the historical chapter of a coin that no longer circulates today. Encourage your subscribers to keep searching coin rolls, keep protecting their high-grade finds, and keep expanding their knowledge with every episode. And of course, invite them to like, share, and subscribe for more mint-level analysis, deep numismatic storytelling, and coin collecting secrets that help them spot hidden value in their everyday change. Next up, the obverse features Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Dora de Pedro Hunt, whose portrait style, introduced in 1990, symbolizes a more modern presentation of the Queen. Uncirculated 1998 examples show sharp hair curls, clean rim denticles, and clear lettering around the inscription Elizabeth II D times G times Regina. This portrait is highly appreciated for its realism and depth. On the reverse, the Classic double maple leaf, designed by G.E. Kruger Gray, appears with exceptional symmetry and fine detail. Collectors who specialize in maple leaf designs admire the clarity of 1998. Strikes when preserved properly, especially because the veins in the leaves wear down quickly once a coin enters circulation. By 1998, Canada was well into its copper-plated zinc era for 1-cent coins. This composition is important because it directly affects rarity. In high-grade zinc, core cents are known to bubble, blister, or corrode beneath the plating, which ruins the uncirculated appearance and makes it nearly impossible for many coins to achieve top-tier grades like MS66 or MS67. Full red color is also hard to preserve because copper tone naturally darkens over time. This means a coin that stayed sealed in mint packaging for over 25 years is far more valuable than one kept loose in a drawer. When you evaluate a 1998 Canadian penny in uncirculated condition, the first attribute to examine is luster quality. A coin with truly original mint luster should shine in smooth cartwheel-like patterns when rotated under light. You should not see fingerprints, dull patches, or cloudy discoloration. Even the smallest carbon spot can reduce a coin's value significantly in the market. This is why collectors love finding coins taken directly from mint rolls or sealed sets, because such coins often maintain the original brilliance that elevates them above typical uncirculated finds. Another major factor is strike strength. Not all 1998 cents were struck equally. Some have softer reverse details, where the maple leaf veins look shallow or flat. Others show weak obverse denticles or lightly defined letters, especially around the date. A strong strike with crisp details across the Queen's portrait and the maple leaves always commands a higher premium. In uncirculated coin, sharpness is everything. Sharp rims, sharp details, sharp edges make a coin much more desirable for grading, collecting, or resale. Let's move to mintage and supply. The Royal Canadian Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins in 1998, making them very common in circulation. But the collector's world cares about something different: how many survive in perfect, untouched, uncirculated red condition today. Most 1998 cents experienced years of wear, environmental exposure, and zinc corrosion. Many were thrown into jars, exposed to humidity, or left unprotected. Only a tiny fraction remained flawless. Every year more coins develop spotting or discoloration, reducing the pool of premium survivors and adding slow but steady upward pressure on value. Storage-related damage plays a huge role in why high-grade 1998 cents are scarce. Copper-plated zinc coins are extremely sensitive to moisture and fingerprints. Even sealed rolls can develop toning or tiny dark specks called carbon spots. Coins stored in PVC holders may turn green or hazy. For a coin to remain bright red for 26 years, it must have been stored carefully in an airtight, non-reactive container. Today, locating a flawless piece means the coin probably came from original mint set sealed plastic or uncirculated rolls that were never opened. Those examples are the ones that grading companies love. Now let's look at actual market pricing. A typical uncirculated 1998 penny nice but not perfect is valued between $1 and $2. A cleaner bright red example rises to $3 to $5. A nearly flawless piece with perfect surfaces and strong strike quality may be worth $10 to $15. Once grading comes into play, prices increase dramatically. Coins graded MS65 can fetch $12 to $18. MS66 coins reach $20 to $25, and high-end MS67 road coins can reach $40 to $75 plus, because registry collectors always fight over the best examples available. If your coin has full red color, no carbon spots, no contact marks, and perfect luster, it belongs in the upper value tier. For your viewers, you should emphasize the importance of handling and storing Canadian cents properly. Never touch the Surface with bare fingers, use cotton gloves. Keep coins in acid-free. Flips or hard plastic capsules if. Viewers and new collectors explain that. Cleaning a coin destroys its value and makes it lose its original mint texture. Also mention how Canada discontinued the penny in 2012, adding historical importance to late-date uncirculated examples. This motivates collectors to save the best surviving pieces now before they become harder to find in future decades. As you close your video, highlight the beauty and legacy of the 1998 Elizabeth II 1-cent coin. Though small in denomination, it represents Canada's minting technology, artistic heritage, and the last era of mass-produced pennies before their discontinuation. Uncirculated examples from 1998 stand as pieces of frozen time coins untouched by circulation, showing the exact brilliance they had the day they were struck. Encourage your viewers to keep searching, keep preserving, and keep collecting, and invite them to subscribe for more mint deep dive episodes where you break down coin values, rare dates, mint marks, grading tips, and hidden treasures found in everyday change.